absolutely love that conversation. And we're here to celebrate. Maxine has done the most, gone through the most, and ready to show off. And officially done the Expresso apron too, and dive into a new recipe. So I can't wait for that. Obviously, 'tis the season. Things are heating up, and it's time to get our braai on and have some fun in the outdoors. And this is a great opportunity to do exactly that. So let's talk about what's happening right now. It's time to obviously get our taste buds ready. We've got a flavor explosion, like I've mentioned, and we're about to unleash the deliciousness of a grilled pork belly made on the WEBER. Now, Chef Maxine Schilling is here to show us how it's done. So let me officially welcome you to the Expresso kitchen. Yes! How are you doing, Maxine?
I'm doing so well this morning.
Oh, this is so cool. You look so good in the apron.
Thank
it looks perfect. Brings out the eyes and all the chef skills, I'm
Never
sure.
worn a denim one before.
How's it feel?
Taste Master was a bit more maroon or blue, but it feels good.
Yeah, it suits you. It looks good. So listen, let's dive straight into it. We want to showcase your incredible skills. We're doing something special. I believe we're basting something that I think a lot of us want to dive into, tuck into. But I'm going to say no more. I'm going to leave it up to the pro. Take me through this, what's going on, and let's talk about the ingredients in the recipe as well.
Okay, so we are making a beer glazed pork belly. I love pork belly. So we actually can get going right now with the glaze on the beautiful web over here. So I'm going to put all the ingredients in.
And talk to me about those ingredients as you put it in, because I know different to Taste Master, you've got like a minute to make a meal here. So
I know.
Expresso for real.
I'm used to that, so don't worry.
Okay, well
That's
trained.
some non-alcoholic beer.
Nice, I like that. Okay.
This is some fresh pineapple juice. Such nice flavors to go with pork belly.
Okay, and it's starting to kind of feel like a little bit of a oriental nuance coming through here. It's like we've gone to the islands of some sorts, and I'm absolutely loving this because this is something that I know not all of us when it comes to South Africa are used to baking with ingredients like this, but it works, right?
It totally does.
What else did you pop in there?
This is some miso paste.
Ooh, yum.
They're not hard to come by, so I think you can get that kind of oriental flavor without having to go to some fancy supermarket or anything like that, which is so great. And while this reduces, because obviously we have a done version, so that's how we would do it.
You know how it goes here. You know how it works. Nicely
this
done.
is going to just simmer away and reduce for a while, but this is our beautiful done one.
I love that.
And we can check that it's done by just popping a spoon in and moving our finger. And if the line holds, your glaze is reduced.
Oh, I see.
How good?
Top tips coming through. And let me talk about the flavor right there. It's got not sour, not sweet, not too tangy. It's just got all that perfect stuff in between. And, I can see how well this is going to work. So I see you've got something that has kind of been like pre-prepared, right?
So I'm just contemplating. You can either cut your pork belly before or afterwards. This has been in the oven for 2 hours already. Okay. Just kind of with some salt, pepper, olive oil.
Nice.
And take that off here.
So maybe like slice it up before so we can get more of the glaze around the meat?
Exactly.
But I think this is an option for Mzansi as well. And I was thinking, you've done this in the oven, but again with the WEBER, you have the option of obviously doing something very similar. I'd imagine less heat, a little bit lower and slower.
Quite low. We're going to go for like 140, 150.
Okay, nice.
And then this is really just to put a bit of a nice char with the glaze on.
Beautiful.
So the braai can be hotter for this part.
And let me talk about the functionality of this, because like we were just mentioning now, if you want to go for something like a pre-bake, like you would in the oven, and you want to do with the WEBER, or you want to char grill something, adjusting the air dampers will increase or decrease the temperature. Now, the more air going into the braai, the hotter the braai will get, and obviously the less air going into your braai, the cooler will get. So that gives you a great temperature control. Now, most WEBER's charcoal braais have two dampers, right? You've got a top lid damper, and then you've got dampers on your bottom bowl. So because we need to keep this pork belly on a consistent, or sort of like 150-degree low heat for 2 hours, that's what we did in the oven. Obviously, you can do it here. It's recommended to keep the top lid damper at about a quarter of the way open. Now, on top of this, it gets even more exciting because if you have the lid thermometer, that registers the overall ambient temperatures of your braai, and if your braai doesn't have a lid thermometer, you can use the ambient probe on our iGrill app, and that's connected a thermometer to register the temperature on your braai. So you can take this into the tech realms, but Maxine is doing a thing. She's in a flow state. I see she's cut up the pork belly already. She has basted it already, yes?
Yes.
Very nice.
If we were making the glaze, here would be reducing, but obviously we have our done one. I've just glazed the pork belly, and really you can put on as much as you like. I love a lot of flavor, so I might do 1 or 2 layers.
And how does this work? Because there's like rules when it comes to basting. Some guys are like, you got to baste at the beginning and only then. Some guys are like, at the end, can we keep basting this as we go? What would be your recommendation?
You know what? This glaze is so delicious that I don't want it to all just burn away and not really be tasted.
Yeah.
So I would glaze kind of as we're putting it on and
Keep
then maybe
it
a little
coming.
bit more
Keep
just
it
before
coming.
the end.
Okay.
But really you can put on as much char as you want.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you can go crazy with your char preference right now. But as you can see, it's really that simple and it's perfect for the outdoors. We've opened up outdoors to the outdoors right now, as you can see, and really making the most of this. It honestly feels like a weekend already just smelling this, but we're almost there. We're halfway there, and this is giving us every inspiration to make it a weekend to remember. Maxine coming through with the goods. Is that pretty much it, right?
So yeah, I mean, I went super quickly just so that you can see how easy it actually is. I mean, this kind of glaze you can make as well beforehand, and then you can have your pork belly done, I mean, hours before. And as your guests come, if you're serving it to guests, you can just chop it up, pop it onto the braai, do some kind of glazing, basting, and then we're good to go. Yeah, so I'm going to give this maybe like another minute or 2, then we can pop it onto a plate, and yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Absolutely love it. I'm officially hungry. And for you, Mzansi, if you are too, you can get this recipe at expressoshow.com. And yes, to Maxine winning being Tastemaster, being on Expresso, and obviously just being you. Congratulations, you absolutely slayed that, and well done.
I feel like that show, if anything, prepared us for cooking under time pressure in odd locations. The finale was filmed outside.
Nailed it. Go get your recipe, people. Love it.